Hey guys, so this is going to be my review of the 34 centimeter Clements Lindy in Itupe leather, Itupe leather color. Sorry, I'm still getting over cold. But yes, so, this manufacturer, they give you the straw linen type bag. This time they did not give me any, receipts or anything, or the orange, authenticity card, which those actually, prove that, it's not an actual Hermes product, because Hermes doesn't have authenticity cards or anything like that. So yeah. So I just got this dust bag, and I know that in one of my earlier posts, the pre-shipment photos, the color looked a lot different. It looked more of sort of like more of a pinkish hue, mixed with a gray. Here, I'll show you. The size is right and everything. So, and also, I ordered this, I would say, around the 20th of August, and they said that they had to make it for me, and I didn't receive it until, September 10th, so that was essentially a month. So that took a while. Whereas the Kelly that I purchased prior only took a couple of days and it got to me. But anyways. Okay, so I measured it, and it is the bottom, because it's Clements leather, it's not as rigid, so it's going to be a little bit hard to measure. 34, 33, 34. Okay. Okay, and this is in the silver hardware. Now, if you take a look at it, when I first received this, it was in a box, and it was stuffed with bubble wrap. So it looked very full, like it had structure to it. And I know that the Lindy is supposed to be more slouchy than the Birkin, but I didn't expect it to be this slouchy, I guess. And also the color, I thought it wasn't really what I was expecting. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's not exactly what I ordered. But you know. Okay. Yeah, see how it, the leather doesn't really, you kind of have to play around with it to make it look normal, I guess, or what it's supposed to look like. And it's all empty, that's why. People carry it by this strap, like this, which is fine. except for when you put things in. I have the stuff that I usually put in my bag, and I'll show you in a second what that looks like. And people can also carry it like this, and some people I guess carry it like that, and they fold that back, and that's where the Hermes is. And they'll carry it just like that, or, I mean, there's a multitude of ways that you could carry your purse. But yeah, so the one thing I've seen in pictures of the authentic Lindy, it was an orange one. It might have been a different leather than Clements, and that might have been why, but when she carried it like this, it didn't do that. You see how it almost has like a spout here? Yeah, it didn't look like that. It just, I don't really know how to explain it. I can post a link. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever carry it like that because it just looks odd. Okay, so this bag, the leather is gorgeous. It's, I definitely believe that it's Clements leather. It's not, like I said, it's more gray than I thought, because in the pre-ship photos, it was of a 32 Lindy, 32 CM Lindy, and that, I guess, had a different hue to it. I guess it was a bit lighter. Maybe it was just the way they took the photographs, and the lighting and things like that. I'm really not sure. But anyways, okay. So this seems, I don't know, I mean, I personally think it looks it looks gray. And that is what it looks like when it's closed. As with many Hermes bags, they tend not to be carried closed all the way. Like with the Birkin, most people will kind of fold the front flap backwards, excuse me, and even with the Kelly, you know, the straps are on the side. You know, people tend not to lock their bags. But yes. This did not come with a key, because there is no turn key. There's no, I mean, there's this, but, you know, there's no, hole in there for the key to go through, so, yeah. Okay, so, let me try to go into detail. It's hard with this webcam. Okay, so this is what it looks like from afar. Personally, I feel like it looks a little bit, I don't know, vertical, a little bit too, excuse me, horizontal, sorry, it's been a long day, a little bit too horizontal, uh, and it's a little bit too rectangular. I guess I was expecting a more square shape, but I carry it like this, and so it looks fine, I think. I compare it to, I guess, the LV Speedy, the 35 Speedies, except, you know, the two handles are here instead of here. So yeah, but this is pretty lightweight. It's not as heavy as you would think, but then again, there's not as much leather needed to create a Lindy bag as opposed to an Hermes. So yeah, alright, so enough of that. Alright. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but maybe you can see in the strap. You see how it's kind of, it's pebbled, but yet it's still pliable. Yeah, that's the Clements leather. And as you can see, it's the handiwork is very meticulous. They're all sewn on an angle. All the stitching on both sides. They're all very even. That's always important. And then the handles are, they basically, I would say, they kind of, they remind me of the Birkin handles. Depending on what type of Birkin you get, obviously, how much you're paying for it, like the quality and whatnot, but you know. Yeah, and then I will show you this stitching. The only reason why there's a little bit of denting here is because I keep my cell phone or my keys in there, and it'll leave a mark sometimes. It goes away though. So the stitching is done very nicely. And on the top, the leather, you can almost see the vertical grains. It's hard to see. It's easier to see in the Togo, but the Togo leather, but sorry. But yeah, okay. So that's that, and that is the stitching. Once again, it's very even. What I actually what I really didn't like about this bag was that the Hermes, I mean, I don't know how deep it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be imprinted, engraved, but it seems like it's a very, very light compared to other bags. I mean, you can barely tell that it says Hermes Paris on it. It's on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, it's very minuscule. And there's no way you could see that really from far away. I mean, it matters and it doesn't, you know, it's just one of those things. Okay, so that's how you unlock it. Twist this and then you take both sides off. And oh, also on the interior there is the date code and then the initials. And it's very deep. It's imprinted very deep, which is good. What I really liked about what attracted me to this bag is that it has a lot of pockets. You know, right here, here, and then this, I'll show you it, unzips like that. And they actually, I like that they didn't skimp on the leather. This is also Clemens leather. It's the same as the outside leather. Some companies, they'll just use like a smooth, I don't really know what it is, but it'll just be smooth on the inside, and then it'll look like it's leather on the outside. And it might actually be, it's just that the interior is not. But this one is. And then there's these two pockets. And then there is the Hermes stamp. And it's pretty deep. Sometimes I feel like with certain leathers, they tend to, the stamp, the Hermes stamp tends to fade. I always worry about that. So we'll see with this one. Yet again, the attention to detail, you know, the stitching is all very neat and even. Okay, so this is how it looks when it's opened. Some people, I mean, I've seen some people just put this flap up and not even zip it. Or they'll unzip it and clasp it like that. Leave it the two on the sides or like that. You know, I've seen it worn many different ways. Oh, and of course the bottom, there's the 5 studs. Once again, the stitching is done very well. Okay. So now I am going to fill this Lindy with my typical, I guess, everyday stuff. Okay. And I will show you guys. The Damier DE I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the name. GM cosmetic pouch. Okay, so that just goes in there. I have my 2 cell phones, one for work and one for socializing. Hermes wallet. Louis Vuitton coin purse. Cough drops because I'm still a little bit sick. Sunglasses, sunglass case. Tissues, not a big deal. iPod, which I can stick in the inner pocket. And then, just my schedule and work stuff. Okay. And then the last things are my keys, which I have on this D-ring, and my car keys. If I place them on the outside pockets, because the grooves in the keys, it tends to leave a mark. So I try not to do that. But okay, so that's normally what I place in my bag. I'm gonna zipper both sides. And I never really block it when using the bag, so I just leave it like that, or like that, depending on, on my mood, I guess. So when I carry it, I mean, it feels very heavy because all of the weight is going here to the bottom. And even though there's the 5 feet, it seems like it doesn't look right. I don't know. It's there are days where it just doesn't look right depending on like what you carry. at least in my point of view. I mean, I could be completely just out of my mind and really nitpicky, but yeah, it doesn't, like in the back you see here, it's on the top, it's not smooth, and it just looks kind of sloppy, and I feel like I have to constantly fix it, which is annoying. But it is a beautiful bag. I will definitely give them that. It's just that I don't think, I thought I would be able to carry more with this purse. But it turns out that because of maybe the material, the leather, I don't really know what, I can't carry as much as I would have liked. I mean, I think it's good for, I guess, if you have lighter things, like it's a day bag. If you're carrying, I don't know, something that can kind of prop it up and give it a little bit of structure, like a, I don't know, like a two folded cardigans or something. If you placed in there, I think it would give it that look. But you know, then again, nobody really carries a bag around with two cardigans. So yeah, that's my review. In general, I am very pleased with this bag. It's just that I did have higher expectations. That's not to say that I won't be returning to purchase another bag from them. But they did do a very nice job on this bag. It's just little details that I guess I wasn't aware of, or miscommunication or whatnot. But yeah, I still do like this bag very much, and yeah, definitely am going to be keeping it. Yeah, so hopefully that gave you guys good insight. I know some of you are looking into purchasing a Lindy from this manufacturer. Someone once told me that they only offer, that the Lindy only comes in Clemens leather, and that might be true. I don't know if it is for Hermes, the authentic company, but the website, you can order your Lindy in, you know, Swift leather, Togo, Clemens, so it might change, you know, the shape and just the general look of your bag, because certain leathers are sturdier than others. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me or email me. I believe my email is in my signature. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Bye, guys.